And good morning, everyone, and welcome to Riverview Baseball Complex in Mesa, Arizona. Todd Garbison for Southwest Sports Network. It's play-by-play coverage in the 2016 Cactus Classic. And we are underway in the Futures Division Championship game. And it features Sentinel White against the Rangers Scout Team. Paulo Quintana leads off for Sentinel White. Fouled off the last pitch. And the next one on the way. And it's a ground ball rolled down the third base line, fielded there, and a throw across to first base. And that is in time. Leadoff hitter retired for the Sentinels. A 5-3 ground out begins the ball game, and it brings up Jesse Guerrero. Kai Duda, the starting pitcher for the Rangers, so he gets a ground out to begin his outing, and now faces Guerrero with one out of the bases empty. And the first pitch on the way, and that's popped up first base side in foul territory. Playable over there, and a catch made. That's out number 2. So a couple of quick ones here, and with 2 away, the batter will be Josh Hansel. Hansel starts at first base and bats third. Jacob Garcia, the second baseman, bats fourth for the Sentinels. Hitting fifth, the third baseman, Steven Losevsky. Sean Rafford will hit sixth and catch. The first one to Hansel is low and away. It bounced in there. In fact, they count 1 ball and no strikes. 2 outs, bases empty here in the first inning. And now the 1-0 pitch. And that bounces in 2-0. Mike Eckheit will pitch for the Sentinels, and he bats 7th. Ryan Nimsger is 8th in left field. Then Micah Smalley bats 9th. David Vadasi 10th. And he starts in right field. 3-0 now the count. Heading 11th is Dante Kircher-Maiton. Brian Mathis and Jimmy Garambe round out the order. That pitch over for a strike, and the count 3-1. So the Sentinels bat 13. The Rangers will hit 10. We'll give you their lineup when they come to the plate in the bottom of the inning. The 3-1 pitch is over but high, and it's ball 4. So a 2-out walk puts Hansel at first base, and it brings up Jacob Garcia. Set the defense for the Rangers. A.J. Kostick starts in left field. Peyton Hopkins in center field. Sonny Hughes is in right. And Hayden Sullivan mans third base. Colton Caceres at shortstop. Bryce Schattenberg at second. Bryson Hamilton at first. And Jeremiah Chavira behind the plate. Toss over to first and the runner back. And I mentioned Kai Duda, the starting pitcher for the Rangers. Duda versus Garcia with a runner at first and 2 away in the top of the first. And Duda will turn and throw to first, and again the runner back. Championship game in this Futures Division. As play starts to wind down in the 2016 Cactus Classic. And there's a line drive over the head of the third baseman Sullivan. That's into left field. And the first base hit for the Sentinels belongs to Jacob Garcia. His single sends Hansel to second base, and it brings up Steven Losevsky. Check back to second base, and Duda's pitch on the way, and that's over for a strike. Sentinels went 3-0 in pool play, outscoring their opponents 24-6. Pitch inside on the count 1-1 for the Rangers. They went 2-1. Scored 22 runs and allowed 16. And now time called. 2 on, 2 out, just getting settled in here in the top of the first inning in the Futures Division Championship game of the 2016 Cactus Classic. The 1-1 forthcoming, and it's lifted into center field. Hopkins will drift back, giving chase, and stays with it to make the catch. Lesevsky with a deep fly ball, but Hopkins puts it away, and the inning is over. For Sentinel White, no runs, a hit plus a walk. They leave 2, and after a half inning of play, Sentinel White nothing. Rangers coming up. Underway in the bottom of the first inning, and Bryce Schattenberg hit by the first pitch. So he makes his way to first base. And that'll bring up Peyton Hopkins as we set the Rangers batting lineup. Pitch outside for a ball. So Schattenberg leads off. Hopkins bats second. Colton Casera, the shortstop, is third. Hitting fourth, the first baseman Bryson Hamilton. Jeremiah Chavero will bat fifth and catch. Then Hayden Sullivan at third base hits sixth. A.J. Kostick starts in left field and bats seventh. Sonny Hughes is eighth in right field. Andrew Waters, an extra hitter, batting ninth. And then hitting 10th, the pitcher Kai Duda. Pitch misses for a ball. Yeah, the pitch on the way, and that's high, and it's ball 4. So 5 in a row out of the strike zone to get things going. The first pitch hits Schattenberg, and then a 4-pitch walk to Hopkins. Ball to the backstop will move the runners up 90 feet. So a wild pitch. Colton Casera at the plate, now with 2 in scoring position. And there's a pitch over for a strike, and they count 1-1. Mike Eckheit, the starting pitcher for Sentinel White. So the next one bounced in there and blocked. And they count 2-1. So it's Eckheit throwing to Sean Rafford, the catcher. Josh Hansel at first base. Jacob Garcia at second. Jesse Guerrero, the shortstop. Steven Lesevsky at third base. And ball fouled out of play. And they count 2-2. And then a Sentinel outfield of Ryan Nimsger in left field. Paulo Quintana in center. And David Vadasi in right. The 2-2 pitch, and that's knocked foul and out of play on the right side. We'll stay 2-2. And a ground ball down to third base, and the runner took off from third, so they'll get him in a rundown. And nicely executed there by the Sentinel White squad. Right what you're supposed to do with that trailing runner going all the way to third base. You run the lead runner back to the bag and you tag them both and let the umpire call one of them out. And in that case, it's Schattenberg that is called out. Hopkins then ends up at third. Casera aboard at first on a fielder's choice, and the batter is Bryson Hamilton. Now time called. And a ground ball, fielded at short, and the only play going to be across the diamond to first base, and that is in time. Runner at first base got a good jump. That was Casera, and so Hamilton out on a 6-3 play at first base, but give him an RBI as Hopkins scores. And so the Rangers on the board, they lead Sentinel White 1-0. And now a runner at second with 2 away for Chavera, the catcher. Now 2-0 the count. And there's a fly ball out to center field. Long run, and the center fielder Quintana can't get it. That'll bring in another run, and pulling into second base with an RBI double is Jeremiah Chavera. Deeply hit fly ball there, and plates another run. Rangers lead Sentinel White 2-0 as we play in the bottom of the first inning, and the batter is Hayden Sullivan. And the first one is Sullivan over for a strike. Look back to second base and the 0-1. Another strike, and it's 0-2. Check at the runner again, and the 2-strike pitch swung on and missed. The ball in the dirt, so have to throw it down to first base, and the throw to first is successful. Strikeout, 2-3 on the putout, and the inning is over. Rangers score a couple of times on 1 hit. And after an inning of play, it's the Rangers 2 and Sentinel White 0. Sean Rafford, the leadoff hitter in the second inning, takes ball 1. And the 1-0 pitch. Just off the plate, 2-0. Rafford, Ekite, Nimsger for Sentinel White in the second. And that pitch misses, 3-0. Sentinels had a chance in the top of the first inning, a walk and a base hit, but they came with 2 outs. A fly ball to center field into the inning. Pitch for a strike, 3-1. Duda with the 3-1 pitch. And that's high for ball 4. Second walk surrendered, and it is a leadoff walk here in the second inning. Mike Ekite will bat. Courtesy runner for the catcher Rafford is Steven Lasevsky. He made the final out in the first inning, so he's out there to run. Turn and a throw to first, and the runner back. Sentinel White trailing 2-0 as they bat in the top of the second inning. And the pitch misses outside for ball 1. Sentinel White squad went 3-0 in pool play to win their pool and advance to this championship game. Pitch over for a strike, and it's 1-1. Rangers scout team went 2-1 in pool play, but they still are able to advance. And a high pop-up, that's on the right side. It's the second baseman, Shannonberg, that calls for it. And he makes the catch for out number 1. Now Ryan Nemsker. And he grounds one back up the middle. Knocked down. They get an out at second, and the throw onto first base is not in time. Still a force of the lead runner. Force at second base retires Rafford's courtesy runner Lesevsky. Nemsker aboard at first with 2 away for Micah Smalley. And the first pitch outside, ball 1. 2 outs and a runner at first in the second inning for Sentinel White. Runner goes, and a ball off the handle into shallow left, but Rangers had him played that way. Caustic in to make the catch, and the inning is over. Duda able to pitch around a leadoff walk and leave the runner at first base, and after an inning and a half, Sentinel White trails Ranger scout team 2-0. A.J. Caustic leads off for the Rangers in the bottom of the second. Takes strike 1. And now a swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. Caustic, Hughes, and Waters for the Rangers in the bottom of the second. And a breaking ball tapped back to the pitcher. And a throw onto first base is in time. That guy throws out Caustic at first base. It brings up Sonny Hughes. First one up and into Hughes as he backs out of the way for ball 1. Rangers lead it 2-0, batting in the bottom of the second. It's the Futures Division Championship game. Next one up and in, 2-0. And another one high and inside, 3 balls and no strikes. A 3-0 pitch over for a strike. It's 3-1. Another one for a strike as that guy tries to come back. And a 3-2 pitch. And that's inside for ball 4. So Hughes to first base. And it brings up Andrew Waters. And first pitch low and away, ball 1. 1 on, 1 out, bottom of the second inning, 2-0 Rangers. They got an RBI ground out from Bryson Hamilton and then an RBI double from Jeremiah Chavera. Next one low and away, 2 balls and no strikes. Kai Duda, the pitcher, next for the Rangers. And the 2-0 pitch, low and away, and the ball bounced, blocked by the catcher, but a good read for Sonny Hughes, able to take off after that pitch was in the dirt. Rafford again did a pretty good job to pick that up on the short hop and then try to throw from his knees, and Just couldn't get enough on it. So 3-0 to Waters as Hughes moves into scoring position at second base. And the 3-0 over for a strike. Waters taken all the way there. Now he'll try to lock in on a 3-1 pitch. Check back to second, the 3-1, and that's bounced in, and it's ball 4. So Waters with the walk, and he's aboard at first. Hughes still at second base. Kai Duda to the plate. Duda going after the first one, lines it into left field for a base hit. Rangers will go station to station here as they move up 90 feet. So ground ball back to the pitcher, start of the inning, then back-to-back walks, and now a single loads the bases. Check swing and a foul ball off the bat of Bryce Schattenberg. He's the leadoff hitter for the Rangers. Was hit by a pitch to begin the bottom of the first inning. And the 1-strike pitch bounced in there, and they count 1-1. Chance for the Rangers to open it up a little bit here. The next one low and away, blocked again by Rafford. They count 2-1. The set and the pitch. Over for a high strike, and it's 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. Fouled out of play on the right side. Hughes at third, Waters at second, Duda at first. 1 out in the bottom of the second inning. Rangers up 2-0, trying to change it here. The 2-2 pitch. And that's fouled over the backstop, out of play. And the 2-2. Foul back again. Schattenberg's fouled off 3 different 2-strike pitches. And a pop up first base side in foul territory. And just out of the reach of the first baseman, Hansel. Good effort there. Bases loaded, 1 out for the Rangers, trying to increase their 2-0 lead. And there's a big out there, a swing and a miss, gets Schattenberg. That guy with a good comeback there to get the second out. Now he's a pitch away from getting out of the inning unscathed. Peyton Hopkins walked and scored his first time up, and he takes the first pitch, low, ball 1. And a ground ball over to the right side. Long way to go to get it. From the knees, the throw to first base is in time. And the inning is over. Garcia went a long way to his left to get that one and throws a strike to first base to end the inning for the Rangers in the second. No runs, a hit, 2 walks, and 3 left. After 2 innings of play, they still lead 2-0. David Vadasi going after the first pitch and grounds that one up the middle and into center field. Leadoff single. Now Dante Kircher-Maitin for Sentinel White. Runner goes, pitch low and throw down to second base, not in time, and then that's off the glove and deflected, but Vadasi won't try to advance. Sentinels get a runner in scoring position. Now the bunt on, and it's bunted down the third baseline, but foul. A ball and a strike on Kircher-Maitin. And due to his next pitch, a swing and a miss for a strike. It is 1-2. Sentinel White down 2-0, batting in the top of the third. Next pitch low and away. Runner goes and safe at third base. Throw a little bit wide of the bag. Sullivan went over and did a good job to keep it from going into left field. And a swing and a miss. Just too tantalizing of a pitch there. Kircher-Maitin went after one earlier in the at-bat that was up and in a bit. And not able to lay off. Now, Brian Mathis. And that's a swing and a miss. The ball off the glove of the catcher, Chavera, and the Sentinels score their first run. I think that might go as a passed ball. Again, tough to see from our angle. Can't always tell. You know, sometimes it's more about the sound and things like that, but it's tough to tell sometimes. Here's the one strike pitch, bounced back up the middle. Duda makes a nice snag and then throws a little bit wide of first, but it's hauled in by Hamilton, and he's able to put the foot back on the bag. 1-3 on the ground out, 2 away. Now Jimmy Garambe. First one misses well outside, ball 1. 2 out, space is empty. A run in for Sentinel White in the third. They trail 2-1. And a swing and a foul ball. They count 1-1. Next pitch high, 2-1. And the 2-1 pitch is high, and it's 3-1. Paulo Quintana next for Sentinel White. High pop up, and this will get out of play. Three and two on Garambe. And Duda's pitch. Got in on him a little bit there. Able to foul it off, though, to keep the at-bat going. We stay 3 balls and 2 strikes. Championship game of the Futures Division in the 2016 Cactus Classic, put on by Southwest Woodbat Classics. Final day of a 4-day tournament that began on Thursday night. There's a ball off the end of the bat, grounded up the middle, spin, and a throw to first base, not in time. So an infield single for Garambe. And he's aboard at first with 2 outs for Paulo Quintana, who grounded out his first time up. Tournament started, as I mentioned, on Thursday night. Pretty full play Thursday night and Friday night, and then the game switched to mornings yesterday. Although there were enough games, with all the teams playing, enough games that time slots actually ended up going into the afternoon. I think 2:45 or something was the last start time of the day. The ball bounced and goes to the backstop, and a runner will go to second base on a wild pitch. But again, because of the excessive heat and the fact that, the weekend, you're a little more flexibility. Game started at 7:30 yesterday. That's a Saturday morning, and then at 7:30 again this morning. Ground ball up the middle, fielded by Cacera onto first base in time, and Sentinel White done in the 3rd inning, but they're on the board for the first time. They get a run on a couple of base hits, and they leave one after 2.5. Sentinel White trailing the Rangers 2-1. Three, 4, and 5 in the order for the Rangers in the bottom of the 3rd. Colton Cacera takes strike 1. Hamilton and Chavera follow. Next one bounced in there. 1 ball and 1 strike. Yeah, this game scheduled for a 9:45 first pitch. That started just a little bit late. 9:56 was our first pitch start time, and a ground ball to 3rd. Throw on to first base, and that's in time. Lisewski throws out Cacera at first base. And the batter is Bryson Hamilton. First pitch to Hamilton, up and in, ball 1. Bryson had an RBI ground out his first time up. And the 2-0 is inside. 3 balls and no strikes. And a pitch over for a strike, and it's 3-1. 1 out, base is empty, bottom of the 3rd. Rangers leading 2-1. And a big swing there, but Hamilton swings through it, and they count goes to 3-2. Ground ball down the third base line, and that takes a hop past Lesevsky. And Hamilton aboard at first base, a 1-out single. Brings up Jeremiah Chavira, had an RBI double his first time up. Throw over to first and the runner back. And the pitch over for a strike. It's 0-1. And a ground ball hit sharply out to short off the heel of the glove. Well, the ball might have taken a bit of a bounce there as Guerrero, the shortstop, was sort of reaching across his body. The ball ended up just outside of his right hip, and so it's an E6. Hamilton to second, Chavira at first. And the batter, Hayden Sullivan. Pitch low and away, and then the next one is swing and a miss, and it's 1-1. 2 on with 1 out in the home half of the third inning. Rangers leading Sentinel White 2-1. And there's a ground ball back up the middle, tap of the bag at second, and a throw on to first, and it's a double play. So Guerrero recovers nicely and starts a 6-3 double play to retire the Rangers in the third. No runs, a hit, an error, and 1 left through 3 innings of play. It's the Rangers 2, Sentinel White 1. Two, 3, and 4 in the order for Sentinel White as Jesse Guerrero takes a pitch for ball 1. Hansel and Garcia follow. Ground ball over to short, and that's off the glove, an E6. Sarah not able to pick up the ground ball, so Guerrero aboard for Josh Hansel, who walked his first time up. Another ground ball, this one into the hole and into left field. So Sentinels in business in the top of the fourth inning. Two aboard and nobody out for Jacob Garcia, and a timeout from the Rangers dugout. Playing in the fourth, it's 2-1. Now the bunt shown, but the pitch bounces in, and the runners advance. Puts a second runner in scoring position, and now Garcia with a chance to knock in a pair. Rangers bring the infield in. Tying run at third base, go ahead run at second as we play in the fourth. And now they're going to intentionally walk Garcia. So that loads the bases and brings up Stephen Lesevsky. Pitch to Lesevsky, misses for a ball. Bases loaded, nobody out. Great opportunity here for the Sentinels. The 1-0 pitch. It's outside, 2-0. The next one low and away, 3-0. And nowhere to put Lesevsky with the bases loaded. Ball 4 is a run. And the tying run at that. Turn back to second, but no throw. Duda ready. And going to throw it back to second, and this time throws it into center field, and the Sentinels will tie the game. And E1, first error of the game for the Rangers. Time called out of their dugout, and this might be it for Duda. As we get a break in the action, top of the 4th inning, we're tied at 2. So pitching change for the Rangers. Bryson Hamilton on the pitch. And on 3-0 gets the first one over for a strike. Second and third and nobody out. The tying run already in to even the score at 2, and then pitch up and in, and it's ball 4. The walk is charged to the previous pitcher, Kai Duda. Now the batter, Sean Rafford. And the first pitch low, ball 1. The 1-0 pitch. This is inside and maybe high, 2-0. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. And a pop up. First base side, down the line. Going to be tough play, and it's going to drop foul. The count goes to 2-1. With Hamilton coming in, it prompts a number of changes. As Hamilton goes on to the pitcher's mound, Hayden Sullivan moves from third base to first base. Jeremiah Chavera, the catcher, goes from behind the plate to third. That ball off the glove to the backstop, and a wild pitch brings in the run, and the Sentinels lead 3-2. With Chavera moving from behind the plate, then the new catcher is Jordan Bogart. Trailing runners moved up as well. Now the infield in for the Rangers. They trail 3-2. And Sentinels with a chance to add on with a couple of runners in scoring position and no outs. And there's ball 4 to Rafford, so that reloads the bases. And the batter, Mike Eckite. Guerrero on to run. Ball fouled to the backstop, strike one. Yeah, next pitch high. Corners up, middle infielder's back, and that ball bounced in there. Top of the fourth inning, Sentinels leading the Rangers 3-2. That's high for a ball, 3-1. Swinging on the 3-1 pitch, fly ball shallow left. And the left fielder, Costa, calls off the shortstop, Casera. And that is out number one. Now Ryan Nimsker batting with the bases loaded. And that first pitch high for a ball. And that pitch a called strike at the count 1-1. And the next pitch inside, 2 balls and a strike. Hamilton misses up and in, 3-1. Garcia at third, Lesevsky at second, and Guerrero running for Rafford at first. Swinging a foul tip, and they count 3-2. Hamilton ready again, a 3-2 pitch. And it's high ball 4, and that forces in a run. Garcia scores. It's a 3-run fourth inning, and Sentinels lead 4-2. Bases loaded, 1 out for Micah Smalley. And the first ball fouled back, strike one. Well, some cloud cover today makes it a little more bearable than what we had yesterday anyway. It's still warm, but a bit of a breeze. And again, the cloud cover has kept the sun away for a while. Another one outside of the strike zone to Smalley. David Vadasi next. And that pitch inside. I believe we're at 3-1. And that'll miss for ball 4, and that brings in another run. 3 walks given up by Hamilton. It's the 5th walk of the inning. And another timeout from the Ranger dugout. Playing in the 4th, it's 5-2 Sentinels. So another pitching change for the Rangers as we play in the top of the 4th inning. David Vadasi at the plate, and he'll face the new Ranger reliever. It's a tapper foul on the first base side, strike 1. Matt McNelly on to pitch for the Rangers, and he'll try to get him out of more trouble here. 5 walks in the inning from Ranger pitchers. Throw in a base hit and an error, and it's turned into a 4-run 4th for the Sentinels. They have turned a 2-1 deficit into a 5-2 lead. Guerrero running for Rafford at third, Nimsger at second, and Smalley at first. Vadasi had a base hit his first time up. And a ground ball over toward third. Going to go home, but the throw wide, and another run is in. Oh, now they might have the runners in some trouble here. Going to throw down to second, throw back to the plate, and the tag applied and out at the plate. Not how they wanted to draw it up, but they get the out at the plate nonetheless. So the ground ball went to Chavira at third. He throws plateward and missed the catcher, Bogard. So it goes as a fielder's choice, but then Nemsger thrown out at the plate. Smalley at second, Vadasi at first. 2 outs in the inning. And the batter is Dante Kircher-Maitin. Now ready as the pitch is grounded back up the middle. It's off the glove of McNelly and a throw on to first base. So they got the deflection, and that will be the final out. 1-4-3 on the putout of Kircher-Maitin to end the inning. But the Sentinels score 5 times in the top of the 4th inning, and at midpoint of the ball game, they lead the Rangers by a score of 6-2. Rangers come to the plate in the bottom of the 4th inning. A.J. Caustic takes low and away for ball 1. Still a ways to go in this one, but you got to figure that Rangers are going to look back on some of their opportunities and hope they had been able to take more advantage. Next one up and in, 3-0. But Mike Eckheit has been able to pitch out of trouble in the 2nd and the 3rd inning. A leadoff walk, though, here to Caustic. It's a 4-pitch walk to send him to first base, and the batter will be Sonny Hughes. Six runs, 4 hits, 1 error for the Sentinels. 2 runs, 3 hits, 2 errors for the Rangers. Hughes walked his first time up and takes inside for ball 1. That's 5 in a row out of the strike zone for Mike Eckheit to begin the bottom of the 4th inning after his team scored 5 in the top of the 4th to give him a 6-2 lead. Next one bounced in and blocked by Rafford, 2-0. That's 6 in a row. The next one up and in. 7 pitches out of the strike zone to begin the 4th inning. Andrew Waters next for the Rangers. Now the set and the 3-0 pitch, and that's over for a strike. And that pitch misses for a ball, so 8 out of 9 out of the strike zone. Back-to-back walks for the Rangers to start the bottom of the 4th inning, and the batter Andrew Waters. And speaking of walks, Waters walked his first time up. 5th walk given up by Eckheim, and we get a timeout out of the Sentinels dugout. Playing in the bottom of the 4th at 6-2. Waters shortens the bunt, although I'm sure that's probably just to add to the distraction for Eckheim. The pitch low and away for ball 1. And next one outside, 2-0. And the 2-0 pitch. Bounced in, 3-0. Throw to first base, and just about got the runner over there. Hughes went back in standing, and it became a close play at first base. Closer than it should have been, especially with your team down 4 runs. You want to get dirty getting back. And that's in the dirt, ball 4. So Waters walks, and the 3rd straight walk to begin the bottom of the 4th inning, loads the bases, and we'll get a pitching change. Playing in the bottom of the 4th, 6-2. And the first pitch from the new pitcher, Ryan Nemsger, is over for a strike against a new hitter, Jordan Bogard. And a swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. Bases loaded, no one out for the Rangers in the 4th. And the pitch inside, 1-2. And down on strikes goes Bogard, 1 away in the inning. Bryce Shannonberg at the plate for the Rangers. And a ground ball over to first. And a throw to second base, and then a return throw onto first is not in time, so a run in for the Rangers. 3-6 Force gets Waters at second. An RBI fielder's choice for Shannonberg as Caustic scores and makes it 6-3. And the batter Peyton Hopkins with runners at first and third and 2 gone. Runner from first takes off, pitches a strike, and the throw to second base gets into center field, and that will bring in another run. So Shannonberg with the stolen base, and then the error on the throw brings Hughes in. It's a 2-run fourth, and the Rangers trail 6-4. And the pitch to Hopkins is low for a ball. Emsger with the next pitch. That's off the handle and into shallow right field, and that falls for a hit and gets past the right fielder. Coming around to score is Schadenberg. It's an RBI single for Peyton Hopkins, and it's 6-5. Now Colton Casera. And that ball hit well down the right field line. That might be a fair ball. It is. Down for a hit around second and on to third as Hopkins as the throw is back into the infield. Now runners at first and third for Bryson Hamilton. Tying run at third. Go ahead run at first for the Rangers in the bottom of the fourth inning. A step and a throw to first base and the runner back. Time called. Runner took off from first base, but time had been called. 6-5 our scores. We play in the bottom of the fourth. Extended look at the runner at first, who goes. The pitch outside. Going to throw to second base again, but that's not in time. Casera with the stolen base. So now they go ahead and run in scoring position for the Rangers. Now swinging a foul tip for a strike. Second and third with 2 outs. Rangers have come back after the Sentinels scored 5 in the top of the inning. And a line drive back up the middle into center field. Hopkins will score. Casera will be waved around. He will score. And Bryson Hamilton delivers a 2-run single to put the Rangers back in front. They go on top 7-6. So Sentinel White with 5 in the top of the fourth. Rangers come back with 5 in the bottom of the fourth. Throw over to first and the runner back. Now Chavera at the plate. And a pitch outside for a ball. And that pitch near the outside corner, a strike, and it's 1-1. And that ball off the handle of the bat, popped up, foul territory near the fence, and out of play. Checking that runner over at first base. He takes off. The pitch outside. Throw to second base. Got a chance and no slide at second. And Hamilton is thrown out. And that will end the inning for the Rangers. But they come back with 5 runs in the bottom of the 4th. And after 5, they lead 7-6. Bottom part of the order for the Sentinels here in the 5th inning. Brian Mathis with a swing and a miss for a strike. Mathis, Garambe, and Quintana for the Sentinels in the 5th. And the next one inside, bounced in there, and they count 1-1. Next pitch inside, 2-1 the count. McNally into the wind in the 2-1 pitch. Over for a strike, 2-2. And the 2-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss. Mathis strikes out, first out of the inning. Jimmy Garambe for the Sentinels next. Now 4 fields going on here at Riverview Baseball Complex. It's the spring training home of the Chicago Cubs minor league squads. And a pitch low for a ball. The next pitch high, and it's 2-0. One of the 4 fields already wrapped up here. So the next one is outside, 3-0. Pitch for a strike, 3-1. And a ball fouled off, and the count 3-2. Into the wind, the 3-2 pitch. And over for a called third strike. Back-to-back strikeouts for McNally. And we go to the top of the order for Paulo Quintana. Sentinels trail 7-6. First pitch misses for a ball. It's over for a strike. And that one fouled off at the plate. Quintana trying to get it started with 2 outs for the Sentinels. Down 7-6. And that pitch over for a called third strike. So Matt McNelly strikes out this side in the 5th. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning, still 7-6. Tavera leads off for the Rangers in the bottom of the 5th inning, facing a new pitcher, Jacob Garcia, on the mound for Sentinel White. Pop up on the first base side. And that's caught for out number 1. Oh, I said Garcia, and I beg your pardon, that's Garcia over at first base. It's Hansel on to pitch. Thought it was 15, and it's actually 19. And a pitch over for a strike. And the Hansel's next one misses outside. This is Matt McNelly batting for the first time. A swing and a miss, and they count 2-2. 1 out, base is empty, bottom of the 5th inning. And that ball foul to the backstop. And the ball bounced in, and the count goes to 3-2. And a pitch over for a called third strike. 2 away in the inning, and the batter A.J. Caustic. Rangers lead Sentinel White 7-6 as we play in the bottom of the 5th. Ground ball over to third, and misplayed there. Not able to get that ground ball clean, and E5 extends the inning for the Rangers, and the batter will be Sonny Hughes. It actually won't be Hughes. Let's see who makes his way to the plate here for the Rangers. It is James Webster to bat. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Rangers scored 2 runs in the bottom of the 1st inning. Sentinels scored 1 in the top of the 3rd to make it 2-1. Pitch is outside, 2-0. And then in the top of the 4th inning, Sentinels score 5 times to go up 6-2, only to see the Rangers answer with 5 of their own in the bottom of the 4th inning to go up 7-6. That's where we're at as we play in the bottom of the 5th inning. Pitch for a strike, and they count 2-1. And the 2-1. Swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Defensive swing there as that ball got up and in a bit, and Webster fouls it off. And that pitch low and away. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Three and 2 on Webster. Kostick will take off from first base when the pitch is delivered. Well, he didn't, but he should have, and the ball's fouled off. It's 3 and 2 with 2 outs, so a runner should be going here. Still not going, and that's ball 4. So Webster walks. That pushes Kostick to second base. And the batter is Michael Sabino. First one is Sabino, misses for a ball. 2 aboard and 2 outs for the Rangers in the bottom of the 5th inning. They lead 7-6. And that ball off the first baseman's glove, a soft line drive. The runner's going to run through the stop sign. Oh, then they throw down to third base instead of tagging the runner that ran by. The run scores as the out is made at third base. And so the run in. Crazy way to end the inning, but another run for the Rangers in the 5th inning, and they lead 8-6. And a ground ball snared over at third base as we are underway in the 6th inning. Hamilton picks up the 1 hopper off the bat of Jesse Guerrero. 1 pitch and 1 out in the 6th inning. Now Josh Hansel, a walk and a single in 2 trips. And he takes the first pitch low for ball 1. And a soft liner over to third. That's Hamilton again, and makes the catch. That's out number 2. Now Jacob Garcia singled in the 1st and was intentionally walked in the 4th. Ground ball picked up at short on to first base, and it is a 4-pitch inning as the Sentinels are up and down in order in the 6th. After 5.5, it's 8-6. Jordan Borgard at the plate for the Rangers takes strike 1. And now a swing and a miss, or maybe a foul tip. Either way, strike 2. And that pitch near the inside corner, it called third strike, 1 away. Bogart didn't like it as he heads back to the Ranger dugout. And we move back to the top of the Rangers order for Bryce Schattenberg. Pitch over for a strike. 1-1 the count. Schattenberg hit by a pitch, struck out, and hit into a fielder's choice and drove in a run. Low and away, 2 balls and a strike. Another one for a strike, and it's 2-2. That's bounced in, and the count is 3-2. 1 out, base is empty, bottom of the 6th inning, and the Rangers leading 8-6. And a pitch high for ball 4. Shattenberg to first, and the batter Peyton Hopkins. Throw down to second base is not in time, so a steal. Yeah, that pitch misses for a ball. Little bend at the waist there for the pitcher Hansel. He thought that might have been a strike. That pitch high and away. Runner at second with 1 out in the 6th. And that pitch a called strike. Two and two the count on Hopkins. A walk, a ground out, and an RBI single. And fouls this one out of play on the left side. Hansel ready again, and the 2-2 pitch. Bounced in. That one got maybe the foot of the plate umpire. And they count 3-2. And the pitch inside for ball 4. I'm a little bit surprised that Sentinels didn't bring the infield in there. As it turns out, ball 4, it doesn't matter, or it doesn't really affect it, but playing in the bottom of the 6th inning, already down a couple of runs. Maybe just the pace of the game going too quick here. Runner from first goes, bluff of the throw. That's ball 1 to Colton Casera. And pitch is high, and they count 2-0. Now we're just a couple of minutes away from a 2-hour ball game as the 2-0 pitch is outside, 3-0. We're the final game of the 9:45 time slots. All the other 3 games are done. And pitch over for a strike, 3-1. Shattenberg at third, Hopkins at second with 1 out in the bottom of the 6th. And the pitch outside for ball 4. Strikeout start of the inning, now 3 straight walks. And the bases are loaded for the cleanup hitter Bryson Hamilton. First, a timeout from the Sentinel dugout. Playing in the bottom of the 6th, it's 8-6 Rangers. Sentinels with a pitching change as Bryson Hamilton swings through a pitch for a strike. Paulo Quintana out to pitch. And another swing and a miss. A ball gets away and a play at the plate. They had a chance at him, but the ball goes off the glove of Quintana. So a wild pitch brings in another run. And that is now 9-6. Rangers in the lead. Still 2 runners in scoring position and 1 out. And a line shot past the shortstop into left field. 1 run will score. Another one going to be waved around to score. And it's a 2-run single for Bryson Hamilton. Eleven to 6. Runner goes, no throw to second as Hamilton steals the bag standing. Brett Sutterby in as a pinch hitter for the Rangers. And the next pitch outside. So we passed the 2-hour mark. And rolling along here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Quintana steps off. And a pitch over for a strike, 2-1. Now the look back to second base. And a 2-1 pitch. High and away, 3-1. Three-one pitch. Over for a strike, 3-2. Ball lifted into shallow center field and the catch made for out number 2. Now Matt McNally at the plate. McNally trying to get Hamilton around from second base. And now swing and a miss for a strike. And we'll look ahead to the Sentinels' 7th inning. They'll send up 5, 6, and 7 in the order. And there's a swing and a miss, and McNally strikes out to end the inning. Rangers add 3 more in the 6th and lead 11-6. Well, the teams come off the field, so that's going to be it here. Instead of going to the 7th inning, the game is called. I'm sure there's not a time limit. But and we didn't hit a run rule, but maybe it was decided that they would end it here. 11-6 then appears to be our final score, and the Ranger Scout team victorious in the Futures Division Championship game of the 2016 Cactus Classic. So that will do it. Again, our final, it's the Ranger Scout team 11 and Sentinel White 6. From Riverview Baseball Complex in Mesa, Todd Garbison for Southwest Sports Network, saying so long, and we hope to talk to you again soon.